that saying, if you do the same thing over and over, you're gonna get the same result. You have to do something different if you want a different outcome. So many people ask me, how did you get started? How did you get out of the healthcare industry and become an entrepreneur? And how did you learn how to build and run a successful company? And outside of working hard, I mean freaking hard, the truth is, I did not know what the heck I was doing, like at all. I was in healthcare working 3 jobs. And at that time, planning and designing events and weddings and teaching gymnastics was all for fun. It's something that I love. Never, ever did I imagine that one day I would get the opportunity to do what I am so very passionate about full time and actually make a living doing it. I just didn't think about my future like that. And one day I was given the opportunity to go on the road with a country singer and plan their wedding. Now, when this opportunity was presented to me, I didn't know who Kelly Pickler or Kyle Jacobs was at the time because I don't watch TV. I had no idea that it was going to be a TV show and we had to film, and the schedule was crazy. So I had to make a choice. I didn't talk to my parents. I didn't talk to anybody. I had to make a quick decision in 24 hours. And I knew that they would try to talk me out of it. So I went in Monday morning, resigned. My boss thought something was wrong with me, but I was leaving everything that I knew comfortable. The important thing is when Kelly said, "We cannot imagine anyone else but you planning our wedding." That meant something. We filmed the entire planning of the wedding, and a month before, they decided to elope. So she asked me to find a private island, which by the way, I didn't know that even existed, and help them elope. And thankfully, I had some connections from networking at conferences, and I was able to find a spot on Jumbie Bay Island in Antigua. After that experience, my eyes were open to so much more. I knew I could thrive in the wedding and events industry if I just put my head down and focused. But I knew I needed to make some serious changes because I did not know anything about running a business. I didn't have a steady paycheck coming in anymore, and I had to understand what running a business meant, which by the way is not fun. And at first, it's kind of like riding a bike. Like you start with training wheels and your helmet and your pads, and you practice. I said yes, always to trying. Even when I fell down and learned from those experiences, I would get right back up and it would make me better and stronger. And every time I would get back up, I knew I was that much closer to figuring out the processes that I needed to run a business. I started to be intentional about everything, who I surrounded myself with, and people who would actually support me and help me grow my business. It wasn't until I got my first mentor, which by the way, I didn't even know what that was, who showed me the way. I didn't know what I didn't know. Working 3 jobs and going from a hobby to doing my passion full time was one of the most rewarding things I could have ever done. Having the courage to invest in myself, to grow a passion, I didn't even think I could do it. What I've learned is if you have the dedication and the drive, I promise you'll get there. I promise. Let's connect and start this journey together. Let's continue the discussion over in my exclusive I Am a GSD Leader Facebook group. If you're ready to be a GSD leader, let's get shit done in case you didn't know, I will be cheering you on every step of the way because you don't know what you don't know until someone shows you a different way. And I want to be that person. So click the link below and I'll see you soon. Bye.